Hey guys, Kiki again doing my guest vlogging here for TheRealvolution, and if you notice I have a blue tongue. I forgot I had to do a video and went to go get shaved ice with my brother. So if you notice the blue tongue, no worries, it's just food coloring. The thing that I've been thinking a lot about, and obviously it's been a lot recently because I keep on making videos about this, is body image, and specifically people who talk smack. I have 3 different videos on my channel where I talk about body image and fat acceptance and things like that. Originally started out because of this photo right here. It really irritated me and made me upset because it was like, you know, the whole real women have curves bullshit that makes it sound like if they don't have curves, they're not a real woman. And it's total and complete bullshit. It's body policing and it pissed me off. So I made a video talking about don't hate each other. Everyone is beautiful in their own right. And a person's self-worth is not determined by the size of their ass or the, you know, of what their body looks like. Well, of course, because I was talking about that, and of course because I'm a fat person on the internet, I got a bunch of, you know, assholes showing up on my channel. Some of them were the I care people who felt it was their obligation to tell me how I needed to have my lifestyle and how I needed to have my diet and my exercise and everything else, making assumptions about how I live my life. And of course I argue with them and talk about them, but more recently I've gotten quite a bit of crop of people who are just determined to convince me that I'm ugly. It does not make me feel bad about myself, but I get irritated and I get tired of hearing it because, and the reason for that is because my self-worth is determined by me and me alone. No one, my family, my lovers, my friends, total strangers, none of them have any determinant on my self-worth. Me and me alone determines it. One of the things I want to talk about is one of the people recently that commented started talking about how this everyone is beautiful thing is a delusion that I'm wallowing in. And my first thought was, no, it's not a delusion, but I started thinking about it. And I said to myself, okay, what if it is? What if we're completely, you know, of us of the body image acceptance and fat acceptance movement who say that everybody is beautiful no matter what if we are completely wrong and it is a delusion and that we are wallowing in it? How is it a bad delusion? How are we harming anyone in saying that me believing that I'm beautiful? How am I harming anyone? How am I harming myself? I cannot think of anything, any reason why me believing myself beautiful, whether or not that's true, is harming anyone. Of course, I do not believe it's a delusion, and I believe that everyone is beautiful in their own right. And so, I mean, whether or not that's a delusion, it's my belief. You are a total and complete stranger to me. The only interaction we have is your anonymous comment on my channel, or on my video, or on my blog, or whatever the case may be. Why is it so important? Why is it so important that you have to take time out of your day to convince me that your views of my body are the views I should have? Why is that important? Why should that matter jack to me? I mean, if you're a person that's watching this and be the type to, you know, say shit about fatties or whatever, anybody you would consider unattractive, why is that so important? I mean, you're not going to make that person not exist. So answer me, why is that important? Now, I'm going to say why I think it's important. I think it's important because there is this mentality, there's this thing that has been spoon-fed people by the media and by other avenues that the societal norm is thin, and that thin is healthy. And if you're outside, or, you know, there's more than that, but there's all these specific things that is the societal norm. And if you're outside the societal norm, then society gets to punish you. And so in punishing you, they get to yell things at you and call you names and treat you like shit and and treat you without dignity and things like that. And what people don't understand is there's no such thing as normal at all. There is no normal. They're just people, and people are complex and completely different and do not fit in tiny little boxes. And so stop it. Just stop hating on people. The other thing I wanted to talk about that it's along these same lines is, say I'm ugly, say that I am wrong and I am ugly. So the fuck what? Answer that. What does it matter? Why should it? And one of the things that it's something that I've come to the realization of my own self is that my beauty, my outside looks, my outside of my body doesn't matter the most in the grand scheme of my life. There are so many more things that are so much more important than what I look like. The fact that I'm a good person, that I try to help people, that I love my family, that I'm there for them, that I have my friends and I care for them, that I, get things done that I want to do, that I take care of myself, that I have fun, that I laugh, that I enjoy myself. Those things are so much more important than what I look like. Now, don't get me wrong, I do understand that someone telling you you're beautiful or feeling you're beautiful, it makes you feel happy, it makes you feel good, and I do understand that, and I do agree. I mean, if someone tells me I'm beautiful or I feel beautiful, it makes me feel good, but it should not be the thing, this huge part of your life that so many people have made such a huge part of your life. They made it almost to be one of the most important things in their life. And so for me, in getting to this place where, if some jackhole on the side of the road yells shit at me, or some troll on the internet talks about how I'm disgustingly ugly and whatever, it doesn't bother me, because one, my self-worth is determined by me, and that I'm beautiful no matter what they say, and even if I wasn't, it's not the most important thing in my life. So yeah, that's just kind of what I'm going to talk about really quickly. I'd love to know your thoughts on the subject, and I guess I will see you guys next week.